Let's begin.
We start with the first laugh. This is Tom Papa on some of his family's pets.
I live in this weird Noah's Ark. You should see it. Birds and fish and lizard. We have a lizard has a life expectancy of 50 years. And it knows it. It knows it. Just hangs out on his branch and looks at me like, we both know who's winning this race. 2 crazy dogs. We have this pug named Frank. The thing is hilarious. It's like living with an alien. It snores while it eats. He's standing in his bowl, he's chewing and he's swallowing. He's awake, his eyes are closed, he's snoring, he's asleep. On Thanksgiving, I went to move the cutting board, after I carved the turkey, and all the juice came running down the ridges of it, off the edge, right onto his face. I never saw a dog laugh before. He was so happy for half of the day. Then the other half, he was miserable because he smelled turkey but didn't know where it was coming from.
Well, this might be one of the weirdest things I just ran across last night.
Okay.
It is an event called Day of the Devs. And that is short for developers. So Day of the Developers, but they've shortened it to the Day of the Devs. It happened earlier in the last month in San Francisco. It's all about independent video games.
Independent video game developers.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And it features a very strange game.
Uh-huh.
And the game is called How to Pet Your Cat.
Okay. I like where this is going already. Yesterday, we talked about a cat licking of device.
Yes.
Now this.
Apparently, we talked about that. It popped up on my phone.
That's probably why it was.
This is what it got.
Your phone heard you. Like, this guy wants to lick his cat.
We're going to send him something else that's really odd and strange. How to Pet Your Cat. But instead of a controller.
Uh-huh.
You just have a giant cat butt in front of you.
Okay. All right.
And you just smack the butt as fast as you can to get points.
Like whack-a-mole kind of thing?
Pro tip, that's not how you pet your cats. And it kind of looks oddly sexual.
That's how you spank your cat.
Oh,
you got video? Please tell me.
We're here at Day of the Devs today to present
people.
our game, How to Pet Your Cat, with a huge, giant cat controller, which you get to smack your cat's butt and then see their reactions on screen and then compete with your friends too.
There's no hole, by the way. Ready? He's got the underhand method.
Yeah, well.
Oh, that's a 2-player. He's also whacking cat butt over there.
So you're competing about how many times you can whack the butt. And the cat's up there just enjoying it on the screen.
Oh, it doesn't have a...
This is actually a shorter version of a larger project. Ultimate goal is to create a animatronics for the whole creature.
Oh, we want the whole cat there.
How to pet your cat? Well, that's a strong way to do it. But I'm really glad that I won and my cat feels more affection than the other.
I guess.
I'd love for other players to have this experience of...
He's out of breath.
This, I think, would be a very good workout.
Video,
Spanking a giant cat butt.
It is spanking a giant cat butt.
Mm-hmm.
It's even perched up, doggy style, if you will.
Yeah. It's up in the air.
It is up in the air.
Just like, here's my butt.
Yeah.
There's going to be a human version of this at some point.
There already is. You can go buy it at those adult stores. You can smack those all you want.
You want to look it up. How to Pet Your Cat. How about some knowledge nuggets?
Make me smarter, Christopher, please.
There have been times when real news breaks on April 1st, only to get dismissed as an April Fool's Day prank.
Yeah.
Examples include the murder of Marvin Gaye in 1984.
Oh.
The murder of Selena, 1995.
Damn.
The death of Mitch Hedberg in 2005.
R.I.P. Mitch. Miss you.
And cancellation of Guiding Light in 2009.
Couldn't be true. Not Guiding Light. Must be an April Fool's Day joke.
IKEA started as a mail order business that sold pencils and postcards.
And somehow we've warped into what we are today. That's interesting. Okay.
1 pound of dimes and 1 pound of quarters are worth the same amount. 200 dimes weigh 1 pound and are worth $20.
Okay.
80 quarters weigh 1 pound and are worth $20.
Interesting. That's cool. Okay. Not applicable for pennies and nickels.
Yep. And dinosaurs existed before flowers. Scientists believe flowering plants evolved as a response to the dinosaurs because plants needed to protect themselves against vegetarian dinosaurs. So they developed toxic flowers. Now, they eventually evolved into non-toxic flowers once the dinosaurs were gone.
I've never, okay. Could be. And they made it, dinosaurs didn't make it in, that whole ordeal. Flowers still survived and dinosaurs didn't.
Yeah.
All right. How am I supposed to argue such things?
It's Knowledge Nuggets.
Are you ready, kids?
Ha! What a dumbass.
Dumbass.
What the hell's your problem, you dumbass?
What a dumbass.
Great moment there, dumbass.
If you're at a pawn shop in the middle of the country and there's an entire meat department, this might explain it. A fake trucking company stole $80,000 worth of beef from Tennessee meat packing plant last week.
Uh-oh.
And if that sounds like a lot,
It does.
it is.
Yeah, I bet.
Authorities say it's worth somewhere around $350,000.
Damn.
Where's the beef?
That guy's truck.
The meat was supposed to go out to customers, but the shipping coordinator subcontracted it out to a company called List Trucking Services.
Okay.
List Trucking Sales.
Huh.
Which is not a legit business.
No. It appears that way.
And no one checked out the drivers who picked it up.
Yeah, they drove a truck up here. Seemed like truck drivers to me.
It's unclear what the thieves plan to do with all that meat. They still haven't been
barbecue
caught. The meat hasn't been found. It seems like there is a black market for everything.
Yeah, of course there is. I mean, I don't know how trusting I am of hey, I've got a really great
pickup truck.
Yeah.
With the price of meat right now, there's probably a good chance the meat has already been sold off to somebody. But
do you think it was sold in bulk, or are they piecing it out?
There's
packages of steak.
That's a lot, so they might have bulked it out in some and then pieced it out.
Yeah,
or they've got somebody that's
like a restaurant supplier of some sort. Yeah, we'll give you a great deal. Yeah. This fell off a truck.
We'll take it.
I think there absolutely is a black market for everything you can imagine. Yeah. So just know that. Be wary if anybody offers you a great deal on meat right now. It may be stolen by these dumbasses.
What a dumbass.
Point 9.
14% of us admit we've fallen asleep while driving.
Wow. I mean, I have, but I thought there were less of me.
I have. Since we're being honest, let's fess up to all the other awful things and stuff we do behind the wheel. As you'll see on my list today.
Perfect.
The top 6 terrible things we do in the privacy of our cars. These are the top 6 terrible things we do in the privacy of our cars.
Okay.
6. Sing along to We Built This City.
Do you hate the song, or do you kind of like it?
I don't like it, but every time it comes on,
everybody knows it.
You know it.
Yep.
We built this city.
At least that part. I don't know the rest of it.
Yeah, you sing the chorus. Number 5, drop obscenities like we're the main character in a Martin Scorsese movie, and we would make them blush if somebody cuts us off.
I'm basically Samuel L. Jackson behind the wheel.
Number 4, we drive with our knees so we can scroll Instagram.
I don't do that. Please stop doing that. I see it so much. Yeah.
I don't see it as much since they passed the law. I will say that.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. That's good.
Because they can write tickets.
Sure.
Number 3, check our nostrils in the rearview mirror.
No, I do that sometimes. Only if it's like, I can't, how do I need to get a hold of this book to get it out of there?
Yeah.
What is it hanging? Where's it hanging on? I can feel it.
Number 2, scream, there goes my nuts, when you hit a pothole.
I don't do that.
Oh, you don't?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Top 6 terrible things we do in the privacy of our cars. Number 1, emit the kind of smells that would evacuate a cattle farm.
Oh, just awful. Oh, car farts are some of the worst.
Yeah. There's your top 6 list today. Saw this morning and kind of bummed out, kind of knew it was possibly coming. One of the last movies he did, Top Gun Maverick, made a guest appearance.
Glad he was able to.
And it sounds like Tom Cruise basically had to talk him into doing it.
Oh.
And says, we're not doing Top Gun Maverick unless you are in it.
Yeah.
And he made him do it. He personally went to go visit him and said, no.
Yeah.
You're going to suck it up and you're going to be in this movie.
Glad he did. It's a nice little piece to the story.
It is
and
nice.
Like, it's like, oh, Iceman made Admiral.
Yes. And they
became really close.
Really close friends.
Yeah.
And
he continued to bail him out for another 30 years.
Yep. But he did pass away yesterday of pneumonia. Of course, he had the throat cancer and some other stuff. Val started his stage acting career early 80s. He was in Willow. I remember watching that. He was in Top Secret comedy.
Yeah.
Real Genius.
Yeah.
Of course, Top Gun. He also played Jim Morrison in The Doors, which nailed it.
He was an awesome Jim Morrison.
He was Jim Morrison.
He was Jim Morrison.
Movie.
Good point.
He played Batman.
He was a good Batman.
Uh-huh.
Of those run of the not best Batman movies, he was a good Batman.
He was a good Batman, though. Tombstone, True Romance, Heat, The Ghost in the Darkness, Saint, Alexander, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. He also provided the voice of Knight Rider, the sequel that came back that didn't last very long.
Yeah.
But he had to use an electronic voice box to speak because it was very difficult for him to speak over the last few years, as you saw in the movie Top Gun Maverick, if you watched it. I might have to go back and pick one of these to watch now.
I think Tombstone may be one of my favorite things he ever did. Because, man, I mean, it's just so iconic, and he was so cool in that role. He played it so sting. He played Doc Holliday, I'm Not Scared of You, tuberculosis, gunfighter. Like, amazing. I think Val Kilmer was a truly gifted actor. He was probably one of those guys that actors go, that guy's good.
That guy's good. And the other cool thing is, if you have not seen, there's a documentary now where basically he got into filming himself and other people that he worked with and where he went and back scene stuff with the big giant home video cameras.
Really?
He loved it. And he filmed all this stuff early on in his career, like when he was doing this early stuff, all the way up until later in life. And they made a documentary out of it where it shows all those pieces of his life,
really cool.
behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. It is very entertaining. It's kind of cool to see kind of another side of things.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I'd have to check that out.
Yeah, but again, Val Kilmer, I think he's probably going to get a lot more praise over time because I'm like you. I think it's something a lot of people forget about.
Yeah. Because
he's been out of the limelight for so long.
Sure.
But if you go back, I think a lot of people went, okay, that guy, he was good. Yeah. He was good at his craft.
Are y'all ready, kids?
Ha! What a dumbass.
Dumbass.
What the hell's your problem, you dumbass?
What a dumbass.
Great moment there, dumbass.
All right, I got a story here that's going to show how raging addiction to cigarettes are not good for you.
Well, I think we all knew that, didn't we?
Which makes the score 8 billion bad things about nicotine addiction, one good thing.
It calms the nerves.
Over the weekend, a 53-year-old guy named Michael locked himself into his house after a fight with his ex-girlfriend.
Sure.
She had just dumped him, and he was trying to get his stuff back from her. They fought some more, and he went home not happy.
Okay.
And
sure.
wasn't happy with himself.
Oh.
And
what? Wait a minute.
He was suicidal.
Oh. Okay.
So early in the standoff, Michael actually shot at the cops outside.
Please don't do it that way, please.
At that point, he was considered dangerous.
Yeah.
And the standoff escalated. Finally, after about 24 hours, the police figured out how they were going to get Michael out of the house.
Okay, good. What do we got?
He asked for a pack of cigarettes.
I mean, a smoker will do anything for a smoke, right? If they're out.
The police chief says, quote, "We knew that nicotine addiction would work against him."
It's so, when I was in that boat, I would have walked through fire.
So they bought a pack of cigarettes.
Yes, sure.
They told him he could smoke it if he came outside.
Yeah, put the gun down. Come on.
Finally, after 31 hours.
Dude, he made it forever without a cigarette then.
He came outside for those cigarettes.
Yeah.
He was promptly tased and arrested.
Did he get to have a smoke?
He was charged with 2 counts of intimidation, a dangerous weapon. There's no word on whether they let him smoke or not.
Just please.
I'm going to say they probably didn't.
Yeah, I know. Just cuff me, shackles, all the stuff. Set me on the curb by the cop car.
Not after 31 hours.
Nah, you don't get it then.
According to the cops, he works as an Elvis impersonator. Matter of fact, back in 2008, he even had plastic surgery done to make himself look more like Elvis.
Really?
Yeah.
That's selling out for your job. That really is. He loves what he does. Mm-hmm. Or he did, anyway.
Yeah.
He can still Elvis impersonate in jail. They don't get a lot of entertainment. They'll probably enjoy it a lot.
Yeah.
Probably not. But they may. You never know.
Move them hips, Elvis man.
Oh, no. Oh, God. All that. Well, you don't fight with girlfriends. And if you do, you don't take it to these extremes, you dumbass.
What a dumbass.
Point of the show, we find out what we learned on the show today. Bobby, what did you learn?
I couldn't be more serious about making sure you've downloaded the Zimmer Storm Center app. Yep. We've used it all morning, obviously doing severe weather coverage throughout the day. It's got a real-time radar. You can get your alerts through the Zimmer Storm Center app as well. If you need to know when tornado or severe thunderstorm warnings are coming in for your area, set it up. It's a great app. Download it today, Google Play or Apple App Store. What did you learn?
That Val Kilmer passed away.
Yeah.
I did not realize he had passed away. Sad. I think 65 years old.
He, R.I.P. Val Kilmer. We're going to go revisit some of that work. There's some good
definitely
stuff.
So.
And rewatch Willow. All right, let's share one more laugh. What do we have?
Well, today is National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day.
Oh, yum.
In honor of that, here's Greg Warren talking about working at a Jif peanut butter.
So I didn't used to do this. Like, I sold Jif peanut butter, right? Yeah. There's a reason why we're doing this special in Lexington, Kentucky. Jif is made here. Yeah. Jif is the best peanut butter, okay? It's the best peanut butter. Our motto was, choosy moms, choose Jif. Choosy moms, not all moms, okay? Let's say maybe your mom who drinks in the afternoon and goes to the casino and forgets to pick up your kids from school. If that's the case, by all means, buy Peter Pan. Okay, that's a better product for you. All right, like Peter Pan. Come on, their mascot is a boy who refused to grow up. Maybe he couldn't grow up because he was malnourished because he was eating that garbage peanut butter named after a cartoon character. Peter Pan can fly because he has hollow bones. There's no nutrients in Peter.